This week on the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast, we catch up with Last Week in Disc Golf, Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Week back-to-back, and SkipAce.
Yeah, we don't have to do SkipAce.
Corey and Alex prepare for the fantasy football season.
I also signed up for some fantasy football.
Soccer? Well, they play in Winter League or something?
While Randy prepares for the Team Challenge season.
Ramping up for Winter Team Challenge, which is my favorite time of year.
We do a quick dubs preview of the Stonykill Scramble. Nicholas Bomer and Kenneth Marbot, the off dudes.
This is a great name.
And finish it off with a round of disc or no disc.
I don't know, there's a bottle of 19 Crimes looking at me saying to do Cali.
And if you haven't already, get registered for Artemis Unchained IV, the Stonykill Scramble, and the Ace Race at Colonial Acres. Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week we got Alex, Corey, and Randy. No Jason this week, and Jamin is on vacation.
He's been on vacation since
months.
The end of June.
I know, right? Second vacation, we'll call it. What's everybody been up to? Corey, what have you been up to?
Up to a couple of things. Haven't played much disc golf, but I had a buddy come out from Utica area to help me, basically, I live in a log home, which requires, staining the house and other maintenance items you wouldn't get from, a contemporary home. His job, or one of his jobs that he likes to do, is basically restoring log homes. So he came out for a couple of days during the week. He pressure washed and resealed and stained part of the house. So that was 3 days of work. And then, actually, Pat, you'll enjoy this. We had our live fantasy football draft for my league that I'm in with. Well, actually now Brian Pickersmith is in it. Chris Dahl is in it. Brendan Sisk is in it. Yeah, we had our live fantasy football draft on Saturday.
How was the order determined?
The teams that make playoffs get the last picks, and the people that didn't make playoffs draw randomly for the first 6 picks. There's a 10-man league.
So 10-team league. How many make the playoffs? I assume 4 based on that.
Yeah, 4.
I could have done the math if 6 are getting. Yeah. Did somebody have to get into a tub of ice water before you started?
Yeah. We had the loser from last season had to do a 3-minute ice bath in my bathroom. So that's the one time a year it gets used. And loaded him up with some really, really, really cold water, and he endured it.
Is there much turnover in the league? How many? If there were 10 teams last year, I assume, is it all the same 10 players?
Yeah, I think Brian said this was our 7th year, which seems kind of crazy. And I think there's 3 people. I guess 3 teams have turned over in that time. Maybe only 2. Yeah, maybe just 2. Maybe only 1, actually. Now I'm trying to think. No, yeah, definitely 2. Yeah, 2 of them.
But none this past season?
Nope. Yep. Got the same fellas as last year.
What spot did you have?
Pretty sure I drafted 5th.
Okay.
How do I like my team? I'm pretty sure it sucks. It's a 5-man keeper league, and basically the player's draft value is when you originally drafted him divided by the number of years you've kept him. So if I drafted somebody in the 4th round this year, next year I could keep him in the 4th round. But then the following year, he would be a 2nd round draft pick. The year after that, he'd be a 1st round draft pick.
Okay.
Other than free agent pickups are considered 10th rounders.
Now, what does that mean if you do have one of those, say 2 years ago you drafted a 4th rounder and now he's a 1st rounder, that means you don't have a 1st round pick?
Correct. Yep.
Did you have a 1st round pick this year?
Nope. I kept Josh Allen in the 1st round. I also don't follow football really, so some of these names are. I had Jamar Gibbs in the 2nd round as a keeper. Rashad White for Tampa Bay. He was a 4th round keeper for me. And Kirk Cousins is an 18th rounder. I'm pretty sure that was my keepers.
Okay. He might not even start this year.
Hey, he's a great 18th round pick.
How many rounds total?
18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then absolutely.
Yeah.
No, so hypothetically, you've had this league going for how many years now, you said? 7?
7. I think this is the 7th year.
You could theoretically not have a 1st through 5th round pick?
Yeah, theoretically, yep.
Did you have 5 keepers?
Josh Allen, Jamar Gibbs, Rashad White, that's 3. Did not keep Hawkinson. I think I only had 4, yeah. I was going to keep TJ Hawkinson, but I bailed. I backed out last minute, which was good because he would have been I think I drafted him in the 13th round, and he would have been like a I don't know, 5th or 6th round keeper or something stupid.
So if I've got 5 keepers that I've had for however many years, I could have 5 first-round picks. Does that mean the first 5 rounds, or how does that work?
That's another side rule, is like technically a first round keeper would then become like a 0 round, and you can't have 2 0-round keepers. So
Okay.
like eventually it would come to a point where you had to pick between 2 players, which one you're going to keep and which one you're going to send
So
out.
at most you can have 2 of those.
At most you could have 1. Once that next year when both of them become 0s,
Mhm.
then you would have to drop one of them.
But you can still have a 0 is what I mean. Like,
You can still have a 0, yep.
so you can have a first and a 0.
Yes. Yeah.
So that means you lose your first round pick, but you don't get penalized for the second guy.
Right. Yeah. They kind of back up. So like that's what
Okay.
happened. I think with me is I had like when you do the math, 2 of my because it also rounds down. So if you do the math and the person is a 4.33, that's a 4. So if you have 2 4s, it's basically your 4th and 5th round pick that you
Okay.
lose.
Okay. So the only time you can benefit from it is if it's 2 1s, because then you have a 1 and a 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to get the math of it.
It kind of prevents some people from having like absolute crusher dynasties.
You know, if we're going back, just, you know, if you've got Tom Brady, you ain't giving him up.
Right.
So you're going to have a rotating cast of potential 0s or whatever, but he's probably going to always be the 1.
Or like, you know, if you had the top 2 running backs,
Yeah.
whoever they were or might be, you know, eventually if they stay as the top running backs after 3 years, you're going to have to drop one of them. Or 2 or 3 years, whatever it is. Yeah, 3 years.
Oh, seems fair.
So yeah, fantasy football season starts, and my goal comes back of not coming dead last.
Have you watched any of the preseason games?
No, I didn't even know it started already.
Yeah, actually, it started a few weeks ago. That Hall of Fame game's always an early one, but I think almost every team has probably played a game by now. I think, but all right. Anything else?
Nope. CNY Championships registration starts in 10 minutes. So
What's that, and where is that?
that is in the Syracuse area. Well, not quite Syracuse, but plays Oxbow Falls and Canastota and Sullivan Park, which I have not played yet. That's in Chittenango. Probably like 2 hours west of Albany.
Okay.
Both those areas.
I assume that means you have played the Oxbow Falls course.
I have played Oxbow. Yeah, that was the first place I threw a 1,000-rated round at CNY Champs, like 2022 or 21 or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so that tournament is September 21st and 22nd. It's a B tier, and I'm signing up.
What have you been up to, Randy? Anything good going on?
Ramping up for Winter Team Challenge, which is my favorite time of year. So, you know, we're starting to get details for the Stonykillers for New England, and we're hashing out our, I don't know what to call it, our swag order, our team,
Merch.
our new team clothes. Yeah, merch. I don't know. For Mindkill, which I think we're finalized now, so I can talk about it. We were historically the Mindkill whips with forest green and like a big kind of complicated logo in gold. And colors were really great. And we were thinking has it been 3 years, 2 years, 3 years? Oh my God.
I think this is the 4th year. Yeah.
This is the 4th. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've played for 3 years now. So we were like, we have to order new stuff. Like we've had enough people join the team. So we were talking about rebranding. Jess made this beautiful logo with a bluebird, which is like the state bird and also kind of the emblem for Mindkill, like the park. So we were thinking, we could rebrand as the Mindkill Bluebirds, and we could, you know, get new stuff in like blue. And then we realized there's the 2 other SPWs in blue, and I think SPAC also is like navy blue. So we realized blue may not be the best option.
Oh, you guys should have like a Anchorman Battle Royale, like near the pool in Saratoga
gets the
to
blue?
see who gets the blue.
Chatham Hills also wears blue a lot of the time.
Yeah. So there's a little blue, or rather a lot of blue. So we decided to kind of mix the both because Jess made a really pretty logo. So we decided to stay Mindkill Whips with the forest green and gold, but then we used her Bluebird logo anyways. It was also just a cleaner, neater logo compared to our old one, which is like a shield with the letters Whips and like a bunch of other details like peppered in around it. So it'll be good. And we're using 978. So we can get basically, you set up a storefront So your team can just order from it. So we'll have, different like men's and women's cut hoodies, and I think a vest option and some hats, like multiple hat options. So everyone can like spend a couple weeks figuring out what they want, and then we can get like a big order in.
It's kind of convenient.
Yeah, 978 makes it really easy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So we haven't officially ordered anything yet. We're still setting it up, but it's all pretty much locked in at this point. But my plan is like a more baseball styled hat, or it's got like the breathable textured fabric on the back, but it's not exactly a trucker hat. It's a New Era branded hat. And I already have one of those, so I know it like fits real nice and is good for playing in. And then probably just a hoodie. That way, if it's t-shirt weather, I can do a t-shirt and the hat. And then if it's cold out, I can do the hoodie and a winter hat. Best of both worlds.
So you can basically get anything that they have and just get that logo on it.
Yep. They do like two different things. They do like a screen printer, and then they can do embroidery too. So really the world is your oyster. Honestly, it's overwhelming to go through their catalog because they use like a third party for the clothing options, and it's insane how much stuff there is, and you can waste a lot of time looking through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like higher end stuff too. Like they'll have Nike products, but I think it's hard to convince your teammates to spend like $40 on a hat versus like I think the New Era one is going to come out to less than 20. So like big differences depending on what your team wants. You could field that question if everyone wants really fancy hats or fancy like jackets, like you could do that, or you can go simple and do hoodies and beanies and keep it really affordable for everybody. So kind of whatever you want, but if you want to look like a team, I think you really only want a handful of options so people aren't in a huge assortment of clothing. And then like forest green is also not made in every single fabric, so you can't get every item. So yeah, you had to pick and choose a little bit for what we could do with the color scheme, but we're using them for Stonykillers as well, which is how we got into it in the first place.
Right. What's been going on with you, Alex?
A lot of the same stuff. Well, since I'm doing the Stonykiller stuff, we're getting schedules set up and everything for that.
When's your first match? Do you know yet?
Potentially the 5th of October. We're still getting stuff locked down, but it's against Wedge. I know Jack likes to get things scheduled as quickly as possible, so he was talking to me about dates, and I was like, yeah, it looks like the 19th is probably going to be our best one. And then I brought it up to the group, and everybody was like, no, yeah, like the 19th is not perfect, so I got to reschedule things. So it's probably either the 5th or the 19th, but we're going to figure out something.
Wasn't there a tournament last year that conflicted?
Yeah, Battle of Saratoga, which is what I was trying to avoid, because the Battle of Saratoga is the 5th, but Kat had actually reached out to people beforehand. I think she sent it in the group chat and was like, hey, don't sign up for Battle of Saratoga until we know when Team Challenge is. So I tried to schedule around something that didn't need to be scheduled around. Yeah, we'll have more details as we get a little bit closer. Yeah. I also signed up for some fantasy football.
Soccer? Well, they play in Winter League or something?
Dude, the soccer English Premier League literally started like this weekend and will run until like May. So if I was doing that, it goes the whole dang year basically. But no, this is fantasy American football. I tried to sign up with a dynasty league with some Stonykill locals, and it looked like that league was falling apart. So I signed up with a different league, and then the first league is seeming to come back to life. So it seems like I'm going to be doing 2 fantasy football leagues this year. So
you went from none to 2. That's crazy.
Yeah, off the back of not doing much of anything as far as fantasy football goes, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, it's not like there's any shortage of resources for fantasy football leagues on the internet.
No doubt.
Yeah, I think that's most of what I've been up to lately. Did some disc golf, did the monthly this past weekend. Looking forward to states coming up in a couple weeks, getting some finalizations for Stonykill Scramble together, sending out all sorts of messages on Facebook to try and figure out the many different things that I'm trying to do. But yeah.
All right. Last week, we didn't get to last week in disc golf. We also haven't done SkipAce in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we don't have to do SkipAce.
Oh, no. There wasn't a new one for the most recent week, but we're still 2 behind. So since Alex doesn't want to do that sounds like a perfect place to start.
I had been secretly hoping you'd go over SkipAce when I wasn't here.
Professional Disc Golf World Championships close in one day.
Yep.
I knew was early this week. I just didn't realize it that early. So
Yeah, double
real
check.
quick.
Make sure everything's locked in.
Yeah, I haven't done any picks for it.
Oh man, with the ratings update, Kat was bragging. She's like -11 for her picks for World Championships. And
Nice.
I did not do mine ahead of time, so I didn't have that option.
Let me slap in some picks here real quick.
Yep.
Are we planning on adding in like states and stuff?
Without Jason here, we can't
Yeah, we
tonight,
can't.
but
Yeah.
I would like to, yeah.
All right. We'll have to remember to text him when he's not asleep.
Yeah.
Make it as easy as possible for him.
Yeah. Corey, who's a good pick for the World Championships?
Harry Chase.
For MPO or FPO?
Either. I'm not picky.
For SkipAce, I'm trying to save some points and spread it around. I'm Ella Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't think she's going to win it, but
With Kristen being so high rated, it's actually really hard to pick her now.
Yeah.
I mean, her and Owen Scoggins are both
Yeah.
like,
To be fair, my SkipAce went to crap the past few weeks, so I'm just picking people that I like.
Oh, Harry Chase. That's a good number. I like that.
It's a good number. I don't know how well he's going to do, though.
God, yeah. I'm gonna say that it's almost like the ratings cap is too low now because everyone has gotten so high. But
Yeah, everybody's so good. Like, it used to be that you could pick, a couple of 1020 rated people and they'd do well, but now all those 1020 people are 1040 rated.
Yeah, and all those 1020 guys are garbage now. Like the new 1020 guys.
Yeah, I mean, Casey White's 1029. Like, he used to be a value pick. That's not even that low anymore.
1029 is not, yeah.
Yeah. AB's 1038. So he's like I would say like the lowest rated of the upper tier, like tour winners, because he's like 10 below some of those other guys. That's about it.
Yeah, I remember picking James Proctor basically all last year because he was like 1020-ish and, it would always put up, pretty good ratings. And he's now 1034.
Yeah, I mean, like James Conrad is my value pick at this point because he can pop off, but he's only 1023. So like on a good weekend, he plays really high rated golf. So you're just rolling the dice.
Yeah, I don't know. James betrayed me the last few weeks that I picked him.
He's good at World Championships though.
That is true.
And this is like pretty wooded, I believe. Although I don't know that for a fact now that I'm saying it.
I think it's a new course. I don't really know anything about it.
Yeah, I saw like 2 Instagram reels where one was like a tunnel shot, almost reminded me of hole 1 at Brewster, and then another reel that it was like a golf course. So like I don't know what I was looking at, I guess.
Well, maybe it'll be a good mix.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we missed the DGPT Discrafts Ledgestone Open presented by Grip EQ. Holy crap. I had minus 615 points.
What did
I'm
you
right
do?
down there with you.
The winner only had 920. Man, if I had 0. Yeah, Alex, minus 192. I'm crying for you, Alex. Sparky Spalding and Christian McDonald. Christian McDonald, thank you. Mike Warner, I'm jealous at 75 points. Highland Mike Warner in 29th place. Corey Cook, 193, 25th place.
I'm disappointed in myself and in Maria Oliva and Adam Hammis.
Yeah, did people drop or did they just not play well?
I think they knew I picked them.
I had Ricky Wysocki, and he got me minus 250, so I'm assuming he dropped.
You'd
And
think.
Gary Payton, I mean, he's been retired from basketball for a really long time. I figured he'd have a lot of time to practice disc golf, but apparently not.
Adam Hammis sucked and Maria Oliva sucked. Oh, she just missed last cash.
Ugh.
Yeah, the women get hurt with
Adam
points. in
Hammis
this one.
was 60 positions behind last cash. They were just bad picks, apparently.
I wonder if we can adjust that to be a little less top heavy, or if we want to adjust that to be less top heavy for next year.
I didn't know if we do any of that. I thought the only thing Jason could adjust was the total points that you can wager. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you can adjust and what you can't adjust, but if you can adjust it, I feel like that might be a good idea for the next year.
Oh, absolutely. Jaming 22nd, Jason in 20th, with Corey Buns in between at 21st place. Corey Me Up Cook in 12th. Top 10, Ryan Nelson in 10th. Randy Bobandy, 9th place.
I did it.
668 points. Right behind Jason's Mechanic and Ivan Ivan Marmota. Ryan Travis, 148.343 in 6th place. Behind Rob Wiest of the Mississippi with 814 points, Corey. Zach McDonald in 4th. Callie Josh in 3rd. Kyle Hirsch in 2nd. And Joe Gaspardi is your winner with 920 points. That's the Ledgestone Open. The other event was another DGPT event, the LWS Open at Idlewild, presented by Dynamic Discs. Did a little better in this one, except for Alex. Oh,
Yeah.
but I don't think your combined last two events still equals mine.
Minus 190, minus 430.
Pat, you got second. Sorry to spoil it.
No, that's I know, right?
No, I think
I
you got
think
me.
you're
beat
beating
then.
Alex.
I had 2 negatives.
I just meant my one negative was still more. I
Fair,
came in
fair.
second, but I gained 200 points in 2 weeks.
Points are points.
Yeah, so Turtles in Your Face, Kyle, Brandon Klein, Dell is the best spots, and Alex were in the negative. Jamin Human 30th, Corey in 26th, Jason 25th, Corey Me Up Cook in 19th ahead of Ryan in 20th, Ryan Nelson. Ryan Travis, 148343 in 16th. Top 10, again, Randy Bobandy in 10th place, 619 points. What was it, the last one? It was like 800 something?
No, I think it was 6 something.
6 something, yeah, now that you mention it.
Consistent.
Yeah. Jacob Dunbar in 9th at 621. Shane Delamateur in 8th. Sparky Spalding in 7th. One half of Camel Case Corey Tim Goyette in 6th. Brian Heller in 5th. Rob Wieston of Mississippi again, top 10. Might be top 5 from both, but he's gaining some points on Corey. Zach McDonald in 3rd. I got 2nd somehow, right behind Jason's Mechanic in 1st, which puts our overall standings. I'm the lowest of any of us. I'm in 30th place, right ahead of Corey Me Up Cook. Alex in 22nd, behind Jason in 21st by about 400 points.
That's close.
Probably just passed you because
Yeah, that's one good round with his not so good round.
exactly. And then right ahead of Jason, we got Randy. A couple top 10 finishes, gets him in the top 20.
Comeback time.
17th place, Kathleen Bemis.
Boo.
Jamin Human 15th. Corey Cook in 11th out of the top 10. Did he go say hi to his grandma? Is that what happened?
I think he's talking to his grandma.
God damn it. Did I talk at all this whole time?
No, you've been on mute.
Shit, I pulled an Alex.
No.
Well, wait, Brandon Klein passed me? God, now he's on my shit list.
Yep.
Only by like 40 points, though.
I have a new goal. Well, I still have to try to reel Robin, but
Yeah, because he's got, 600 points on you?
these past couple weeks were not good to me.
Yeah. He was, and they were very good to him. He was in top 10 both times, maybe top 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard that part. You didn't hear my reaction, but I heard it.
No, we didn't. Brendan Klein in 10th. Ryan Nelson in 9th. Rob Wieston of Mississippi in 8th. Brian Heller in 7th overall. Zach McDonald in 6th. Ivan Ivan Marmota is in 5th. Ryan Travis 148343 in 4th. Kyle Hirsch in 3rd. Mike Schwartz in 2nd. And Jason's Mechanic back on top. I think the last time we did it, he was in 2nd or 3rd, but he's back in the lead. So what do we say? Right now, it's got the PDGA World Championships, the Great Lakes Open, and MVP Open. Hopefully we'll get the New York States in there. Anything else that we're wanting to get in?
The Stonykill Scramble.
Scramble? Okay.
That could be one. My event spreadsheet is running low. There's Green Mountain Championship. I don't know if we want to try to do that. Wilcox WOW is on the list.
Maple Hill.
Maple Hill's already on the list. Battle of Saratoga, I think we've had in the past. We could try to do the Discap Volunteer Finale.
You'll have to spend your points wisely for that one.
Yeah.
All right. We'll try to get get Jason to add those in at some point. Nothing's immediate, right? That's all a few weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You mentioned the Stonykill Scramble. We can take a look at those dub team names, Corey. See if they change between now and then. It's not this weekend, right, Alex? It's next weekend?
Correct. Yep.
And then afterwards, once the event happens, of course, we can talk about the names again. So I'll just go through the names and we'll just let me know if anything pops out. MA3, we got the Ace Holes, Ryan and Evan Van Brunt, Dizzy Chain Gang, Matt Roush and Kyle Briggs, Grip It, Rip It, and Pray, which is a very good MA3 team name. That's Daniel McCrae and Jim Burns. And we're here to bang chains and chew gum. And it cuts it off, but I'm assuming it's going to say something to the effect of we're fresh out of gum.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's Jamie Borge and Will Borge, and I don't know exactly how old Will Borge is, but he's a youngin. He's a junior player for sure.
I think he's like 8 or 9, maybe. Yeah, he's a little kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's played rated rounds, that's pretty cool, actually.
I'm surprised he's played rated rounds, to be honest.
Yeah.
Discap Flex Series last year, it looks like.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, under 12 for sure.
MA2, Mixed Amateur 2, Camel Case Corey, that's Tim Goyette and Brian Monahan.
The return.
We've kind of handcuffed them to that team name too.
Yeah.
That defines their entire life, not their wives or their kids. It's literally that name.
Joe Karen and Jay O'Leary are Chains Addiction.
That one
That's a
I
good
like.
one.
That's a
That's
good
nice.
one.
I've seen that name before, but it took me until like them registering to make the connection to Jane's Addiction.
Mm.
It's much better now.
Ryan Carpenter and Julie Mae Marger. That's hand sanitizer. I assume we got a germphobe in the group.
We all work in clean rooms. They're both people, so it might be inspired by that.
Nicholas Bomer and Kenneth Marbat, the Off Dudes.
This is a great name. There's a team in a kickball league that does something similar, and I'm assuming this is what it's about. But all right, Pat, let's do a little impromptu role play, right?
Mhm.
Say me and you were Camel Case Corey. I'm Tim Goyette. You're Brian Monahan.
Okay.
You're looking at list of MA2 players after you just won, right? We just won the tournament for MA2. You're going through and so I would just say, if we're going through this registration list, let's see, we're Camel Case Corey, and we beat Chains Addiction, we beat Hand Sanitizer, we beat Off Dudes.
Okay.
There's one of the kickball teams, they call themselves Off Constantly. So, they're never that great either.
You're gonna have to isolate just that little snippet to save.
Oh man. Then we got Eric Rosenbrook and Leighton Scott, one ambidextrous player.
I'm assuming that's a lefty and a righty.
Yeah, that was my
Eric
thought.
is definitely a lefty, yeah.
Russ O'Toole and Matthew Knopf are only AMs.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Delamateur and Ryan Phillips, the Chain Ticklers. Kristen and Zach McDonald, this is going to ruin the tour. And William Harrison and Abigail Blyer is Trees a Crowd. Trees a Crowd. All right. MA1, Court Furman and John Furman, Commandos. Oh,
Classic.
Commandos. Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Martin and Kyle Moore, Ham and Eggs. Mike Zanchelli and Ryan Yadow, Missed Putts. You don't say. Yadow.
Love that.
Yeah, it's a good
Love
one.
last name puns.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ian Doughton and Peter Hodge, Overrated. Logan Akins and Cody Conine, Puttheads. Mark Dammy and Eric Conine, Righty Loosey, Lefty Tightly. Righty Loosely, Lefty Tightly.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's in there specifically to trip me up if I have to read their names off.
Zeb Ferguson and Seth Doughton, Short Kings. I don't know them. I assume it's a height thing. Nicholas Cardone and Daniel Bove. So you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? I like plays on words too. Yeah, that's always good. David and Kevin Jolin. That's my boy from Massachusetts. Ryan Osborne and Kevin Gordon. Too old for Ultimate. Do you know those, Randy? The Ultimate players?
I know Kevin Gordon. I don't know when he stopped playing Ultimate, but we're kind of at the same stage in our life where we had some kids and now we just play for the Stony Killers.
Mixed Pro Open. Jamin Hume and Justin Michelli. I don't like this. He stole this from the podcast, the J-Man.
Which is great. I'm glad you said that because last week at Dubs, Justin was like, did you see... Actually, I don't remember how the conversation went, but basically he said that, yeah, me and Jamin are playing as the J-Men. Isn't that a good name? I'm like, Justin, you're a listener, bro. We've said the J-Men like
Yeah, we know you know that.
dozens of times. If you want to impress somebody with the name of J-Men, you found the wrong guy.
Yeah, anybody else, but yeah. You've only heard that. Yeah,
I'm sure your mom or you know your friend. I'm sure they love the name. Just blends into me.
Yeah, right. That's just a Monday evening.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex Potts and Sam Richter, Stonykill Park Rangers. No pressure there.
Yeah.
Tim Giardini and Matthew Cully, Park City Apostles. Adam Nelson and Caitlin Clay. One of us throws far. I'm guessing Caitlin Clay.
Kate,
Yeah.
It's just Kate.
Here's an original one. Anthony Bohansky and Corey Cook. Let us cook.
I don't like it. It is what it is.
You got to do something with ABC. ABC squared. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just top of my head. I'm just throwing it up.
And all those are better than Let Us Cook.
Just because he's like the local AB. So I was just trying to wedge that in. Randy Bemis and David Koch, former athletes. That's another Ultimate thing, right?
Yeah, that's mostly a stab at Koch because he's probably still an athlete, but I got to pick the name real quick, so I went with it.
And Kyle Hirsch and Troy Moran, Boshansky. Does Kyle always have to have Bohansky in his team name?
Yeah, they both have each other on their minds a lot.
Then you should be ABCK for Corey and Kyle. I don't know.
Okay, not as quite as good as the other ones, but we could.
No. What do we like?
I already know which one gets my vote. Your favorite off dude.
Mm.
Either that or Chains Addiction.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Chains Addiction, but Off Dudes probably got the most reaction, at least for me. Because as soon as I got it, it was, yeah.
I like Righty Loosely, Lefty Tightly, just because it's an absolute mouthful and it fits the players.
Yeah.
I think I'm still feeling Chains Addiction.
All right. We'll see if any of those change and if a few more get added between now and tournament day. Randy and Corey, are you guys playing singles as well?
No, because I am going to Saratoga Racetrack for the first time.
Ooh, Randy?
Also no, but it's so Kat can play singles the earlier day and we don't have to deal with babysitters.
And Alex, you're playing singles as well?
I'm playing singles and doubles because I'm already going to be there.
Nice. Yeah. I signed up for singles, so we'll see.
I saw that. Yeah.
Of course, I will be there with my fake teeth, as I had 2 of them pulled on last Tuesday. And it's been freaking me out ever since. I've got this temporary bridge in, and it feels like, have anybody here ever worn for Halloween like vampire fangs?
I wore a retainer after braces for a long time, too.
He doesn't know what that feels like.
Oh.
If you've ever had Dracula fangs, if you cut out the 4 teeth in the middle and just glue that shit to your 2 remaining teeth, that's what it feels like. It's just a piece of plastic, essentially covering up the big gaping hole that was my teeth. But that's exactly what it feels like. Gluing Dracula fangs to your face. It's trippy. Jason message. Oh, he added.
He's reading our minds.
Yeah. So what's that? New York State's and Green Mountain. Oh, those were the 2 that you had mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Finish that bottle of wine.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoops.
Have any of you guys had like teeth like that pulled?
I had my wisdom teeth pulled. That's about it. Well, I mean, I had like teeth pulled as a young teen for braces and shit, but as an adult, no, just my wisdom teeth.
You should talk to Kat at some point. Like she had like a saga of becoming an adult and having like the time and money to take care of her teeth and having to get like a bridge put in and all that BS. But yeah, no, I'm blessed and my teeth are perfect. Sorry, everybody.
Goes great with that chiseled jawline of yours.
Oh, thank you.
I got to wear this for a month while it heals. Then I go in for like, I guess they measure it or whatever. So then I got to put another fake one in for a week. So basically not till the middle or end of September will I get this completely situated. So it's rather annoying, but it really wasn't as bad. I mean, my anxiety was so much worse than what actually happened. I think the worst was just getting the shot, to numb it and the anticipation. Yeah. Because the shot, I thought, oh, did she already pull him out? No, that was just you getting a shot. And then she's like, you might feel pulling, you might hear cracking, but it's okay. That's normal. And there was no cracking. I felt a couple tugs and I was like, man, we're going to be here all day. And she's like, oh, got that one. We'll get the next one. I was like, oh, okay. And so, yeah. And I kept them. I got the teeth. I'm going to put them under my pillow. Hopefully get a couple bucks from It was 100% a case of the anticipation was really freaking me out. Is there anything that anybody wants to talk about in particular?
The only thing is this Sunday is the Meadowbrook, the 2024 Apple Harvest at Meadowbrook. Oh, it's only a C tier? Oh, god damn it. Anyways, the C tier going on at Meadowbrook. Myself, Uccelli, Kyle Denman, Kyle Hirsch, Tucker Kozlowski, so a couple of Hudson Valley Code Players of the Year going out. Meadowbrook is a pretty fun course. I don't know if they've changed it up since I was there last year. Was it last year that we went out there, Randy?
Yeah, that was last year.
That's always kind of a fun course. So actually, is this a 2-rounder?
Did you say what state it was in?
It's in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's not too far outside of Worcester. I realized that's like close enough to my in-laws. I should think about playing tournaments there because we can drop the kids off.
I mean, never mind. It's full.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to jump into anything. But yeah, I've only played that course the one time during that tournament. So I feel like I might do a little better with a little more practice.
That's all I got to jibber jabber about.
Try to knock out last week in disc golf and do a quiz?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. Let me just go call my grandma real quick.
Ooh, I'm going to call her too. I should not drink a beer, but I'm going to get a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Right. I might as well go get a refill.
Yeah, if everybody else is doing it.
Is tonight the night that someone has to go Cali?
I was going to ask, why don't think about what to do on the quiz.
Well, I had something totally unrelated because I thought about it on the walk back from the fridge. Jackie Kirkpatrick and Juliet's podcast, they were going over the half of the survey results that we took.
Mhm.
And they got to the part where they were reviewing the question of your worst round ever. And one of the things that they mentioned that they loved the most was that someone wrote down an answer describing somebody else's bad disc golf round. And I'm like, wait a second. And it was right next to Alex Potts's response. I'm like, wait, did Pat write down Alex Potts's round at Mighty Golf?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote. Alex's round at Mighty Golf.
So I thought that was the case when I heard it back, but I'm sure I don't know how many other people caught that one. That was pretty funny.
All right, so we'll do the last 2 weeks in disc golf. I'll give the winners from 2 weeks ago and try and see how this works.
Wait, we didn't do it last week either?
No, because we had guests on last week.
Okay.
So we didn't have time. So last week in disc golf, we're going to go from August 5th through 18th. Gunk's Monday Dubs 2 weeks ago was a three-way tie for first. Jackson Quinn and Dakota Manley, Nick Warren and Eric Brummett, and Stephen Rush and Kelly Turpinning all shot -5. This week, there was a tie for second. Dylan Brown and Steve Capps and Steve Rush and Matt Kiuga tied for second at even par. Phil Fregali and Kelly Turpinning won it at -2. Let's go. Prospect Park doubles 2 weeks ago was another three-way tie for first. John Steffen and Ryan Kendrick tied with Jay Grasage and Joe Jaskolka, who also tied with Eric Bosenbrook and Kevin Wen, all shot -12. This past week at Prospect was Matt Cully and Kurt Roscoe came in third place at -9. Greg Kurtz, probably Cali, came in second at -10. And Jay Gorsage and Kevin Wen shot a -12 to win it. Saratoga Spod Random Dubs 2 weeks ago was won by Charles Carpenter and Cody Conine, shot a -15. Last week had a three-way tie for second place. Jerapat K, probably playing Cali, tied Jacob Dunbar and Tim DeFranco, and Evan Abbas and Charles Carpenter Jr. III all shot -10. Your winners, Bobby Hallam and Mark Stryker, shot -11. 2 weeks ago, Colonial Acres Dubs did not have any results. Maybe it was weather related, I don't know. But this past weekend, they had a tie for first. Steve Schultz at Cali tied with Brandon Klein and Stephen Gaylord at -4. Tuesday. Do you remember J-Dub's Points Championship, Corey, from 2 weeks ago?
Oh, yeah, I sure do. So 2 weeks ago was week 21. We played the J West 19 layout, which is J West plus hole 36. Looks like, and myself and Brendan Sisk came in third place with an 8 down. We also hit the birdie bank. I threw in from like 120 feet on hole 1 to get like a 3-week pile up of the birdie bank money. So that was pretty cool. Justin Muccelli and Chad Mandriza came in second with a 10 down. Hole 34 is a tennis court hole, and Justin Muccelli literally threw this thing to like the mouth of where the basket is, to where Chad Mandriza had like a little kneel out Annie flick with a putter and drained it for eagle. So even after all that, they still lost to Chad Larson and Jay Gorsage, who shot 12 down. And I don't remember who took the CTP. Chad Larson did, actually. And then this past week, for week 22, we played Jay East. I did not play because I was working on my house. So I was just handling the administrative duties. But 10 people showed up. Danny Parton and Brian Monahan, one half of Camel Case Corey, took second place. And then Chad Larson and Justin Muccelli got paired up, and they took first place with a 10 down. Chad Larson also hit the CTP on hole 24, and both him and Justin took the birdie bank after birdieing holes 13, 14, 25, and 30. From here on out, or possibly the next few weeks, we're starting at 5:15 with the reduction in daylight. I don't know if we'll have to switch to 5 o'clock before the season ends, but it is all posted on the 2024 J-Dubs Points Championship Facebook page.
Nice. Also on Tuesday, CTK singles. We don't have Jamin here, so I don't know who actually won. So I'm giving raw scores. 2 weeks ago, Bobby Hallam shot -1. So he had the hot round there. And this past weekend, John Furman shot a +3. Again, I don't know who actually won those, but there you go. Kisco Tuesday Dubs from 2 weeks ago. We had a tie for first. Mitchell Pipes and Eric Silvera tied with Craig Henninger and Derek Yarrow at -7. He was in that one of those teams, wasn't he? That's what gave me pause.
Ryan Yadao.
Oh, so okay, good call. This past week, Kisco Tuesday dubs, Nick Dacey and Josh Parr shot a -8 for third place. Mitchell Pipes and Patrick Rowan came in second at -9, and Kenny Godwin and Simon Ramon won it at -10. Wilcox South Hatchet Tuesday dubs a couple weeks ago was won by Scott Mosier and Nick Warren. They shot a -10. This past week, third place was Brandon Wolf and Patty, Paddie, Patty, shot -10. Second place, John Tamburino and Hunter Betris shot -12. And your winner, Scott Duncan and Scott Mosier, shot a -13. A couple weeks ago, Discap Women's League was at Jay Park. That was won by Kathleen Bemis, shot a -6.
Woo.
And this most recent week, they played at SPW, and there was a tie for first at -7 between Kathleen Bemis and Jessica Lasasso.
They said they've tied like the last 3 rounds they played together in that week, like every time. So fun, I guess.
Neither of them wants to win.
I don't think they do playoffs either. They just like, it's like whatever for them.
All right. And lastly, on Tuesday, Skyland doubles 2 weeks ago, they didn't run. But this past weekend was a tie for first with Sean Valestro and Jason Murick shot a -8, and so did Arson, probably playing Cali. Arson. Wednesday. Alex, do you remember or were you at Stonykill Dubs 2 weeks ago Wednesday?
2 weeks ago, I'm not sure. I don't believe I was there.
It was won by Greg Kurtz and Devin Lamke. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I was there, I think.
That's not possible because
Yes.
I don't see you in the top 3, and there was a 3-way tie for third. So that's like 5 teams, and I don't see your name. So
No, that's possible.
Yeah, looks like I was there. I don't think I played. Yeah, I think I shot -5 with Jeff Agan. It was okay. It was a good day. I had fun. Weather was good.
How'd you do, Randy?
I had a good time. I had this guy, James, playing with me who could not throw very far. So the drives ended up pretty much on me. He hit some great putts. But the issue was we started on 9. So we were finishing,
Oof.
5, 6, 7, 8. And in my head at that point, we would have to have birdied every single hole, I think, to get like 3rd or 2nd. So I just flipped to ace run mode, which went bad. So I think we maybe birdied one of those holes when all of those are very birdieable holes realistically, because I figured the only way I was going to make money that night was sending them. So, it's a strategic option in doubles, but I had fun doing it. It was a good time.
Heck yeah. What about this most recent Wednesday? Did you play, Randy?
No, I don't think I did.
Alex?
I did. I played with Steve Mallon, who is a classic at Stonykill. We shot pretty clean for a 10 down. Had a couple of bogeys that really killed us. But realistically, we weren't competing with the number 1 team that ended up being like a 964 rated player paired up with like a 996 rated player.
I wasn't there. Oh, wait, no. You're. Oh, no.
Yeah, they crushed it. They shot 14 down.
Mm.
But like none of us knew them coming in. Like I'm not sure if they were from out of town or what. But yeah, just random draw put 2 of the top players that showed up that night onto a team, and they played like it. So yeah, we weren't catching them anytime soon. We took down 4th for our money back, so got no problems there.
Greg Kurtz and Samuel Richter came in 3rd at -11. Eric Fitz and Luke Kotleski came in 2nd at -12. And those 2 you were talking about at -14, Ronnie Bennett and Jacob Steinman. Shen Creek Dubs from a couple weeks ago, we had a tie for first. Chris Evans and Jay O'Leary shot a -9. So did Charles Carpenter Jr. III and Jesse Nyman. Then last week, Jesse Nyman as Cali came in 3rd at -10. Tony Marzello and Tucker Kozlowski came in 2nd at -12. And Daryl Menton and Charles Carpenter Jr. III are your winners at -13. There were no deadbeat dubs last Wednesday, but this week they played yellows in the ace place, which caused the birdie bank to be busted and Derek Yarrow as a Cali to shoot -22 to win it. -22.
Jason could have did that in singles, though. From the long tees.
That -15, man, that's crazy. Paint Bureau Pro League, a couple weeks ago, don't know where it was at. Tyler Gannon and Josh Wynn, looks like they both had a 61. Does that ring a bell for
That was
anybody?
Jay North, I think.
Do you know if there was who won one?
There was a playoff, and Josh Wynn won it.
And this past week, looks like Jason Lasasso and Jason Malloy tied for 2nd at 52. And Harry Lehman, Jason's mechanic, is your winner with a 49. Where was this one? Do you know?
Stephen P. Wallace.
Okay. And Randy, no Regeneron League the last couple weeks?
I think there's been like thunderstorms on the forecast every weekend, except for the one where I went to Stonykill, where I think a few of the main players had COVID COVID, so we just canceled it. It's been a rough summer for Wednesday evenings, unfortunately.
Well, and you said they're definitely fair weather players, so it's not unexpected.
Like even if the forecast has like a 50% chance, we're like, hitting up the chat, and if nobody responds, we're just like canceling it. So it's pretty low key.
All right. Moving on to Thursday. This is where the rain really starts to affect things, at least for 2 weeks ago. Disc Beat Club looks like there was a tie for third. Mike Zanchelli and Mark Ungerman. Second place was Derek Stasinski, and Dan Perry is your winner. This past week, Jessica Lasasso came in third, Benji Farrell in second, and Evan Parsley. Whether or not he had shoes on, we don't know, but he came in first. Your overall standings for Disc Beat Club: fifth place, Mark Stryker with 31 points. Benji Farrell in fourth with 31.5. Mike Zanchelli in third with 32.5. Dan Perry and Greg Kurtz are tied for first with 36 points. CPS Thursday dubs 2 weeks ago actually did triples, and it was Peter Fitzgerald, Jay Gorsage, and Dennis Daly were your winners at minus 15. Last week, there was a three-way tie for third. Ryan Yadow and Chris Dobson, Peter Cornish and Dan Gibbons, and Christopher Evanchuk and Troy Vasari all shot minus sixes. And there was a tie for first. Jeremy Forehand, Florida Man Millan, and Jay Gorsage shot minus 7. And Ben Blaufus and Kevin Wen shot minus 7 as well. Then we had Long Island Thursday dubs a couple weeks ago. John Cronin and Stan Doskowitz Jr. shot a minus 8 to win that. This past week, in third place, Paul Joseph and Brian Bowe shot a minus 10. There was a tie for first place at minus 11. Ron Gallardi and James Green, and Josh Winkler and John Cronin, who I believe won it in a throw-off. Randy, you didn't play the Greenville League the last couple weeks?
2 weeks ago, no. And then this past week, it was more of a me, Jess, and Jason and 4 children kind of night. Kat cut loose and did some ultimate, and we didn't use the doubles scoring thing because we just play tested some of the newer 9 and then did like a 9-hole loop of the normal layout. So not really doubles, but we had a good time. Some of those new holes are really cool. They're very long, like where the tee shot is just like send one into a big agricultural field and then have like an upshot that's like tucked into the woods. So that'll be nice for our area where, throwing over 400 feet is actually vital for the tee shot. But yeah, it was just a chill night of mostly talking about Team Challenge and, hanging out in the woods.
Heck yeah. Thursday this past week, Glen Falls Disc Golf weekday tags at Crandall. Charles Carpenter Jr. the third shot a minus 5 for third place. Logan Akins in second at minus 6. And Cody Conine is your winner at minus 8. Last Friday was a rain out. Then nothing happened. So for this past Friday, Cedar Beach doubles. I guess they're doing this last week and then this coming week in preparation for the Cedar Beach Classic. Looks like Neil Shapiro and Josh Winkler came in third at minus 6. Andrew Dennis and Kevin Hutchins in second at minus 8. And Ron Gallardi and Craig Celeste are your winners at minus 9. Skylands Friday Handicap League at Oasis. Jason Murak had a +1 for third place. Scott Spellman in second at minus 3. And Craig Cutler is your winner at minus 12. That's straight up scores, not handicap aided. SPW Dubs League this past week was a tie for third. Joshua Lee and Greg Kurtz and Tyler Gannon and Sarah Woody all shot minus 8. There was also a tie for first place at minus 11. Jay Gorsage and Dennis Daly tied with Nicholas Atkatz and John O'Brien. But it looks like Alcatraz and O'Brien won it in a playoff. Playoffs? Cranberry Doubles League. Randy Bemis and Peter Hodge, third place, minus 8. What's up there?
Yeah, so that was an interesting night where it was like rolling start, like kind of just show up and play doubles, which honestly benefited me because I walked up and Peter Hodge got out of his car and I was like, I absolutely wanted to play with him. I haven't played with him in a long time. We used to play Ultimate together. So I snagged him and we drove with Kat and Adam. So they just played together too. And that was my first time at Moreau. Definitely learned a lot for upcoming state champs. A lot of holes I just didn't know what to do. So I would just like chuck one and then realize that was not the right call. A lot of the par fours are really placement golf heavy versus distance. So gonna probably try to get one more practice round there. But anyways, yeah, me and Hodge played pretty well together. He's left-handed. Well, that's a lie. He's right-handed, but throws lefty due to an injury. And he's really sneaky good with that. I think we missed 2 putts inside 20 feet. And that would have been the difference between first and third.
It says minus 8, but second place also says minus 8. Was there a tiebreaker for second?
Yeah, we didn't know that. We messaged Dave Martin because we finished really, really fast. We were one of the first teams to go out and didn't think there were we shot Dave a message saying we were going to head out. And he said okay, but if there's a tiebreaker, you'll forfeit it. And I thought that meant for first place because technically we were still in contention for first when we left if the other team bogeyed one of their last 2 holes. But we just didn't even contemplate them bogeying one of their last holes because they were crushing it. But he meant for any place. So there was no tiebreaker. We just dipped. Not the end of the world. I think it was a matter of $5. So that's fine. But yeah, I talked to Dave after and I told him I'd never been to a doubles that did playoffs outside of first place. And he just didn't even think about that as an option. So he might change it up in the future.
That's cool. Because that was the weirdest thing I'd seen, for the same reason probably, because I don't usually see, usually see the tiebreaker for outside of first.
Yeah, I think he's just new to running doubles nights. So
yeah, however you want to run it, you know what I mean? It's everybody can do it different.
Yeah.
So you guys came in third at -8. Charles Carpenter Jr. the third and Jerapat K also shot -8, but they came in second. And Mike Jackson and Adam Shoemaker shot a -10 to win it. Was there anything else on that?
No, James is not here. I won't talk too much about the course. Not that I'm super critical, but I definitely learned a lot for states playing it for the first time. It's woods golf. It is the purest form of woods golf, I think. I kind of want to kidnap him and make him take me through the course because it literally, I would look at a hole and be I don't know what to do. And when I get in that scenario, I just rip a Firebird as hard as I can on a straight line and knowing that it'll finish left or right or whatever I'm doing. That was not the best choice on a lot of the holes. So
you probably would have been better off just bringing a proxy.
Yeah, literally. I think my MD1 might have been the best option for almost every single hole. Just trying to go straight shot down the middle and taking the result for a long putt kind of vibe. But I don't know. First impression was still good. I liked it a lot. Few of those tunnels are so tight. It seems just getting down the tunnel is more important than, getting inside the circle.
Yeah.
Moving on to Saturday, Bridgeport Singles League 2 weeks ago, Marvin Manalo shot a -4 to win. This past Saturday, we had Omar La Familia and Jason Kozeniak tied for second with -1s. And Duncan Farquharson is your winner at a -3. And also this past Saturday, the Wedge August Monthly happened at FDR. They played yellow odd, white even. I believe it was for long grass issues. Starting in the women's division, that was Sherry Purdy won the women's division. Billy Harwood won your C pool with a 63, 1 stroke over Bobby Fair. B pool looks like a tie for first. Sonny Lutz and Matt Strickrod shot 63s. And A pool, Eric Bowers came in tied for third with Noah Kaiser Hirsch. No relation to Kyle?
Never heard of her.
I don't know.
It's a hyphenated name, so unless Kyle got married, we don't know about it.
I'm sure we would know about that one, or we wouldn't know about that one. I don't know. That's actually a good question.
Chris Lucier came in second with a 68, and Jake Yanoviak is your winner with a 57. Sunday, Long Island Sunday Dubs 2 weeks ago, Johnny Nichols and Eric Milano shot a -10. So did Stephen Hoffman and Kevin Hutchins, but they won in a tiebreak. This past Sunday, I do have to say, Long Island, thank you for joining the UDisc revolution for Sunday Dubs. Stan D and Sean Mahan shot even for third place. Matthew and Sean Ziegel shot a -2 for second. And Josh Winkler and Stephanie Tashner were your winners at -4. This past week, New York City DGA Sunday League at Highland Park, Brian S. shot a -5 to win this week. 2 weeks ago, Skylands had their August monthly at Camp Gaw. William Byrne won your C pool, which is under 850 rated suggestion. William Byrne, under 850, just saying. B pool was a tie for first, Alex Metcalf and Brian Heller, but Brian Heller won in a 1-hole playoff. And the A pool was Scott Spellman and Michael Wolf, both shot -8, and Michael Wolf looks like he won it in a 1-hole playoff. Just make sure. There was no Discap Sunday Tag League, but this past week there wasn't Discap Sunday Tag League, but there was a monthly at Moreau. Alex, you played. Anybody else?
I think just me.
I had plans to play, but with an hour drive and rain on the forecast, I didn't want to do it. But Alex is tougher than me. He had a longer drive.
It was a little over an hour, hour and 5, hour and 10 in that range. Yeah, I checked the forecast in the morning and it's it's supposed to stop raining between 10 and 11. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll probably be done, as we're getting there. And if I have to use the umbrella for a couple of holes, I can make that work. And of course, it's like pouring the entire time I'm driving, so that is really making me question my decision. But by the time we were like actually on our way out to our holes, I left the umbrella in the car. It wasn't even raining at that point. Course was pretty wet, but I mean, you can deal with that. I played with John Furman, Travis Winkleman, and 2023 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast co-player of the year, Tucker Kozlowski. Tucker is a local, so I got to talk to him about what he's throwing on some of the holes and stuff like that, so that helped. If I didn't, I would have played even worse. So, there's always that. It didn't play particularly well. The last time I had played Moreau there was a clinic with Philo Brathwaite way back when, and at that point it was only the front nine. So, I was used to the front nine, but the back nine is, like Randy was saying, significantly more wooded, and not exactly the type of golf that I'm set up for. But it's a cool looking course, and I'm excited to play it for states.
How excited are you?
Not as excited as I am to play CTK twice.
What's it, 3 rounds?
Yeah, I think it's CTK, Moreau, CTK.
All right. Well, the ladies division, Stacy Blaisdell and Amanda Dunbar tied. Do we know if there was a tiebreaker or no?
I believe there was a tiebreaker, but I don't know who won it because I got out of there as soon as I got my tag back.
All right, that's fair. The AM division, Terry Hudson and Brandon Medina tied at +2. Do we know who won? Was there a tiebreaker there? Same answer, Alex?
Yeah, pretty much.
And it looks like Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast co-player of the year, Tucker Kozlowski, is your winner there at -5. Do we know where the September monthly is, or is it too early to tell?
I don't think there's any plans, so too early to tell. It's going to be tough to find any time to do a monthly, to be honest. There are so many events in September.
It's going to have to be a Sunday.
Yeah.
I feel like if we stick with the theme of practicing for a tournament, it would be Heiser, maybe? If someone wanted to run that.
Yeah, as usual, anyone can run a Discat monthly. There's lots of people out there who can help you. The spreadsheet I've put together is pretty good at, getting everything set up the way you need it to be. So if you have any thoughts about it, feel free to reach out to me or anybody else who has run a monthly in the last year or so. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to at least give you some information to get you on your way.
All right. Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Week from 2 weeks ago, Marvin Manalo, Charles Carpenter Jr. III, and Nick Warren all got 6 points, but your winner tied for first at Prospect Park Dubs, won at J-Dubs Points Championships, and won at CPS Trips on Thursday, Jay Gorsage with 9 points from 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And then this past week, we had Josh Winkler, who had 7 points. He tied for first at Long Island Thursday Dubs, came in third at Cedar Beach Dubs, and won at Long Island Sunday Dubs. Charles Carpenter Jr. III had 8 points. He tied for second at Saratoga Spa Random Dubs. He won at Shen Creek Dubs. He came in third at the Glen Falls Disc Golf Weekday Tags and came in second at Cranmore Dubs League. But your winner, he won at Prospect Park Dubs, tied for first at CPS Thursday Dubs, and tied for first at SPW Dubs. Jay Gorsage, back to back.
Nicely done.
Dubs player extraordinaire.
Heck yeah. And that is your last 2 weeks in disc golf. Before we get to a quiz, and we'll figure out how we do that in a minute. But I just have a quick message to Stewart's and Cumberland Farms. Just because it's shaped like a hard roll doesn't make it a hard roll. It's just bread. It's just my opinion on something. It's just bread. It's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want to do with a quiz? We got disc or no disc. Got 3 people. Do you want to go singles or do somebody want to go Cali?
Singles.
Singles was my initial thought as well, but yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Especially
I don't know. There's a bottle of 19 Crimes looking at me saying to do Cali, but I don't know.
It's up to you. If you want to do Cali, you are more than welcome to it. You get to go first. That's really the only benefit you get.
Oh, we're not doing any, like, even per category, like second guess?
What are you even talking about right now, Randy?
We gotta establish the mesh solo rules.
Yeah, well,
It would only be a second guess on the initial question, not the disc part.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I don't know, just one per category. So that'd be 2 additional guesses for the whole round.
do you agree with that, Alex and Corey?
I mean, that seems reasonable. If anything, a little underpowered.
I still vote singles, so it's up to
All
Alex if he wants to do this other thing. I put it all on him.
Why you gotta put it all on me? Yeah, I'm happy playing singles, but I'm also happy, trying something new.
Wait a minute.
I'm fine with singles.
Playing singles, Pat.
All right.
want to see who between the three of us is the stupidest.
Got 3 categories. We'll go just based on when you guys signed on. So, Alex. Oh, wait. I need my whiteboard. 1 minute.
Man, for the past 2 weeks, I had a dry erase marker where the cap squeals when you take it off. And I finally found my old one that's silent.
Nice.
I was muting my mic the past 2 weeks to uncap my marker.
Instead of Hank Hill it and squirt it with your mini can of WD-40.
Oh, damn. I do have one. It's 10 feet away from me, actually.
A mini can of WD-40?
Yeah, a mini can, yeah.
All right, Alex. Category 1, 2, or 3?
Let's go number 3.
All right. Question 1, category 3. A toy on a string was named after what bird of prey because it hovers in the air in the same way? A toy on a string was named after what bird of prey because it hovers in the air in the same way?
Oof, not a good start.
Man, I hope I get the follow-up to this one. Sorry.
Toy on a string. What? Hovering. What kind of bird hovers? I got absolutely nothing. What kind of bird hovers? I don't know. An owl hovers, kind of.
You go owl?
Oh, is it a hummingbird?
What do you got, Corey?
Dang it.
Yes, I was going to go hummingbird, but I kind of felt like it was wrong. Another toy on the string is a yo-yo. But I feel like it's that stupid toy that disc golfers are into that I can't think of the name. And I feel like it's some kind of maybe a Mexican bird or something. Ask the question one more time, please, sir.
A toy on a string was named after what bird of prey because it hovers in the air in the same way?
Shit, it's named after the bird of prey.
A hummingbird is not a bird.
No.
I am aware of this.
That'd be scary. Bird of prey. Hawk, eagle, vulture. I'm going to go vulture.
What do you got, Randy?
Damn it.
That would be a cat. Oh, geez. A kite.
Is the kite a disc?
It is. Cristal throws one.
Yeah, he does.
Innova Champion Discs, February 11th, 2007.
Had no
Good
idea
start.
a kite was a bird.
In hindsight, it makes sense, but I didn't know.
Corey, category 1, 2, or 3?
We'll go with number 1.
In what 1999 film does a character named for the god of dreams search for the one who will destroy a computer world? In what 1999 film does a character named for the god of dreams search for the one who will destroy a computer world?
The Matrix?
Is The Matrix a disc?
Yes.
MVP Discs, May 10th, 2016.
I was answering many questions that weren't the actual question in my head there.
Randy, 1, 2, or 3?
Are we doing 3 categories tonight?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm scared.
There's 3 people. I feel that everybody should get a chance to pick a category.
Oh, man. Let's go 2 then.
All
I'm
right.
going to have to fix my whiteboard.
Category 2, question 1. Depending on how you pronounce it, what word can mean to declare guilty or the criminal who's serving time? Depending on how you pronounce it, what word can mean to declare guilty or the criminal who's serving time?
This is your question, Randy.
Yeah, I shouldn't have picked this category, apparently. Should have stuck with the birds or toys one. Different pronunciation of...
Depending on how you pronounce it, what word can mean to declare guilty or the criminal who's serving time?
Convict or convict.
Is the convict or convict a disc?
Yeah, I think it's dynamic.
Dynamic Discs, March 27th, 2015. Through 1 round, Randy's up 4-2 to Alex. What do you got, Alex? 1, 2, or 3?
I would like category 1, please.
In what 2011 neo-noir crime thriller does Ryan Gosling star as a mysterious Hollywood stunt driver with a penchant for violence? In what 2011 neo-noir crime thriller does Ryan Gosling star as a mysterious Hollywood stunt driver with a penchant for violence?
I have been baited by the category and the previous answer. All right, we got 2011. I don't know. Blade Runner.
Corey?
Why is this like the plot of a movie that just came out this year with the same actor? Could you ask it one more time?
In what 2011 neo-noir crime thriller does Ryan Gosling star as a mysterious Hollywood stunt driver with a penchant for violence? And he did play a stunt driver, you're right. But I don't know if he was mysterious.
Yeah. This sounds like he's kind of found his niche.
I was going to say, he doesn't have a lot of range. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
He was in La La Land. Come on.
I'm going to go with driver.
Can you be more specific?
Damn it. Stunt driver.
Randy?
Fuck.
Just Drive is the name of it. Sorry, Drive with no other words.
Is The Drive a disc?
I want to say yes.
Discraft, February 19th, 2024.
Oof.
That was so
Oh, wow.
close.
I know, and normally but driver was in the question.
I know. I thought
So-
that was a loop. When I first said driver, it was a total like throwaway kind of. Like you said it in the question, it can't be it, and then you said be more specific. Like, oh, it's got to be stunt driver then, right? It wasn't.
But that was also in the question.
Yes. I know. I thought you were like, oh, they're never going to guess this if I put it in the question.
When I did trivia, I called it stupid questions, and I would always put the answer. I think I've done one or two on the podcast where the answer's in the question. So yeah, I've done that before. But I mean, mind you, drive is in driver. So technically this is one of those. Randy, you're running away with it. Good thing you didn't go Cali. What category would you like? 1, 2, or 3?
Should be Corey, right?
Oh, was that a steal
Yeah,
That was a
double
double
round.
steal because that was Alex's. Wait.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That was Alex's question. Yeah, because
I've
that was
got four.
the
I've
fourth
got four
question.
answers written down.
That won't be the last time that you guys got to keep me on the straight and narrow there. Corey, what do you got? 1, 2, or 3?
I feel like I'm not going to do good with movies. I'm not going to do good with birds. So I guess I'm going to go category 2. Try to get pronunciations.
All right, question 2, category 2. What is the common nickname for a person who attacks or plunders, whether they are from Las Vegas or not? What is the common nickname for a person who attacks or plunders, whether they are from Las Vegas or not?
Las Vegas. I was thinking Los Angeles. From Las Vegas or not. Attacks or plunder from Las Vegas. Obvious question is pirate, but what does that have to do with Las Vegas? Raider. Oh, Las Vegas. Oh, yeah, Raider. Oh, I just stumbled into that one. Yeah. Let's go Raider.
Is the Raider a disc?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Dynamic Discs, February 27th, 2019.
Nice.
Randy, 1, 2, or 3?
I think I'm going to go with 2.
All right. Question 3, category 2. What is the title of the middle film of Robert Rodriguez's El Mariachi trilogy? It's also the title of an Eagles song. What is the title of the middle film of Robert Rodriguez's El Mariachi trilogy? It's also the title of an Eagles song.
I have no idea. Just going to throw that out here, but I'm just thinking the category. Desperado.
Is the Desperado a disc?
Let's go. Is it a disc? Oh, gosh. Sure. I think so.
I'm sorry, no.
I think not, sir.
Oof.
That might be the first no in 2 weeks. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
7-4 to Alex. What do you got?
Oof.
Let's get you on the board.
Yeah, let's go back to category 3.
All right. Question 2, category 3. What is the name of the 2020 DC superhero film that follows Harley Quinn after her breakup with the Joker? What is the name of the 2020 DC superhero film that follows Harley Quinn after her breakup with the Joker?
I'm gonna go with Birds of Prey.
Is the Birds of Prey a disc?
With the plural and everything.
Not necessarily. It could be bird of or birds
Bird
of.
of Prey. Oh.
Or it could be bird of prey. Could be birds of prey. Could be bird of praise.
I would like there to be a Bird of Praise. I'm gonna go with yes.
Noob Simhouse Custom Discs, May
Oh my
8th,
God.
What
2023. the
hell is that?
NS-11 Bird of Prey. I don't know if you noticed when I asked the kite question, I didn't realize that I included Bird of Prey in the question. And I kind of paused.
right?
When, on my first reading, I was like, oh, shit. But that's cool. So, Corey, what do you got? 1, 2, or 3?
Damn, I feel like since questions 1 and 3 had movies, I need to go with whole 2 or question 2.
Question 4, category 2?
Yeah.
In a 1977 film, Jerry Reed's CB handle was Snowman. What was Burt Reynolds' CB handle? In a 1977 film, Jerry Reed's CB handle was Snowman. What was Burt Reynolds' CB handle? These are not all movie categories. You just happen to hit another movie question, Corey.
We found a lot of movie answers.
Like Burt Reynolds, Firebird. Oh wait, Bandit.
You good with that?
Smokey and the Bandit Bandit fits theme. Yeah, Bandit.
Is the Bandit a disc?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I thought I was gonna have to throw a guess away and go Knight Rider.
I was gonna guess Turd Ferguson.
Although wait, those were both Firebirds. Knight Rider. Is the Bandit a disc? Yeah, of course it is. The Lone Star.
Legacy disc, September 25th, 2013. Randy, 1, 2, or 3?
Stick with 2.
2, question 5, category 2. What is the superhero alias of Aaron Davis, the uncle of Miles Morales, played on film by Donald Glover? What is the superhero alias of Aaron Davis, the uncle of Miles Morales, and played on film by Donald Glover?
Oh no. I don't know if I want to talk it through and give away details or not. Superhero alias. I don't know the answer. Oh man, darn it! This doesn't fit the theme at all. I was gonna say a joke answer. I just want to tell all the listeners out there that I do know what cinematic universe and comic book this is from, but I don't want to give it away in case everyone else doesn't know. Oh, geez. I'll throw out Nightcrawler. Why not?
Alex?
I believe that is the Prowler.
Is the Prowler a disc?
I'm going to go with yes. I'm pretty sure it's a yes.
Legacy Discs, February 25th, 2015.
Dang, I had no clue. I was going to say Uncle Ben, but I didn't want to give it away.
I think we're halfway through. I got Randy at 7, Corey at 6, Alex at 4.
That's what I got.
Alex, 1, 2, or 3?
All right, screw it. Let's go back to category 1.
Question 3, category 1. What 2004 vigilante film starring Thomas Jane as a former Marine turned antihero is known for its gritty tone and graphic violence? What 2004 vigilante film starring Thomas Jane as a former Marine turned antihero is known for its gritty tone and graphic violence?
Former Marine turned antihero makes me think Punisher. I don't know if that's correct, but I don't know anything about any of the other things, so we're going to say the Punisher.
Is the Punisher a disc?
Is the Punisher a disc? I'm going to go with yes. I feel like it's a disc.
Discraft, April 21st, 2017.
Oh.
You are tied with Corey, who gets the next category. 1, 2, or 3, Corey?
Wait, we're fucking tied?
Yeah, but you're a question ahead. He's
Yeah.
had one more question than you.
Damn, I thought I had this shit easily in the bag.
You're also behind Randy.
I wasn't worried about Randy. I had like 2 questions on you, like before you even got points.
Alex sneaks up on you, man, on this.
Well, I got like 3 comic questions in a row. That helps.
That's true.
Man, I really do not want to do that. Touch that bird question. But one has been all. Is there 6?
Mm-hmm. We've got 3 in category 1, 1 in category 2, 4 in category 3.
Yeah, well, I'll stick with category 1. God damn it.
All right. Question 4, category 1. What 2015 romantic comedy stars Amy Schumer as a magazine writer known for her wild lifestyle who finds herself falling for a charming doctor? What 2015 romantic comedy stars Amy Schumer as a magazine writer known for her wild lifestyle who finds herself falling for a charming doctor?
I literally cannot think of a worse question. Amy Schumer is like the worst freaking comedian I feel like I could think of in rom-coms. In 2015, what was even going on back then other than Amy Schumer peaking in her career? Amy Schumer rom-com, 2015, Matrix Drive. Can you ask it one more time?
What 2015 romantic comedy stars Amy Schumer as a magazine writer known for her wild lifestyle who finds herself falling for a charming doctor?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Randy, what do you got?
Oh no, I have seen this movie, but it's been a while. Oh man, LeBron James was in this too and was like actually funny.
You probably know the most about like so many questions, like you know everything about it except for the answer. That's awesome.
No, it's not. It's not for me. Matrix, Punisher, jeez, Closer.
Alex, what do you got?
I have no clue. Like, I don't even think I have a guess. Man, now I'm thinking about LeBron James. It doesn't help. I got absolutely nothing. I don't even have a guess. Yeah, I'm calling it.
We're looking for Trainwreck.
Oh.
Fly High Discs, February 6th, 2015.
What's
That was Corey's question?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Randy, what do you got?
Let's close out 2.
All right. Question 6, category 2. What is the name of the classic 1960s sci-fi television series about alien beings who come to Earth disguised as human? What is the name of the classic 1960s sci-fi television series about alien beings who come to Earth disguised as human?
Yeah, this is not a show I watched, I don't think. Invaders.
You go with that?
Yeah.
Is The Invader a disc?
Let's go. Yes, it is.
Innova Champion Discs, May 28th, 2020. That was literally the only way you can know that is basically with
The disc
knowing the
names.
category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why it's there. So that's a full round, right? So Randy, I got at 9. Alex and Corey at 6. Alex, 1 or 3.
Let's go back to 3.
Question 3, category 3. The name of what common bird of prey follows sharp-shinned or rough-legged? The name of what common bird of prey follows sharp-shinned or rough-legged?
A sharp-shinned or rough-legged. And it's a bird of prey. I'm not really coming up with anything, so I'm Crap. I had one that I was like kind of feeling okay about, and then I thought of another one that I'm also kind of feeling okay about, and I don't want to say either of them to give anyone else things. But
Good strat.
Don't help Corey.
yeah, if it gets to Randy, it's gonna get to him. So maybe I should say something because I'd rather have Corey have the points than Randy have the points.
I don't think I'm getting the points on this one, Alex.
Well, I can give you an answer at least. So I'm between heron and kingfisher. I'm gonna go with heron.
What do you got, Corey?
Can I get the question one more time?
The name of what common bird of prey follows sharp-shinned or rough-legged? Does my voice sound any different with the teeth?
No, couldn't even
no?
tell. Until you mentioned it.
No.
I would not have guessed. Yeah.
What was it? Sharp shin. What was the other word?
Rough-legged.
Rough-legged, sharp shin, bird of prey, sharp shin, rough-legged. Stork.
Randy?
That'd be a hawk.
Is the hawk a disc?
Oh, man. I feel like hawk has been an answer before. I'm just going to go with yes.
Discraft, September 30th, 1993.
Whoa, that's old.
Yeah.
Is that older than Alex?
Yeah, I'm 95.
Ooh.
I was a senior in high school. That was my senior year in high school.
I was 2, so I'm not that much older.
Yeah.
That started at Alec?
Yeah.
So Corey, 1 or 3?
1.
In the 1984 movie Ghostbusters, Rick Moranis' character becomes the Keymaster. What does Sigourney Weaver's character become? In the 1984 movie Ghostbusters, Rick Moranis' character becomes the Keymaster. What does Sigourney Weaver's character become?
The key slave.
Randy?
Oh, that was the obvious choice.
All right, this is totally disc name based, and I sort of know the plot of that movie. Maiden?
Alex?
That was a good answer.
That's the gatekeeper. Yeah.
Is the Gatekeeper a disc?
Nice.
It is a disc.
Westside Golf Discs, December 28th, 2018. All right, Randy, 1 or 3?
Let's go with 1.
Final question, category 1. What 2012 science fiction horror film explores the origins of humanity by following a team of scientists to a distant moon where they encounter a terrifying alien species? What 2012 science fiction horror film explores the origins of humanity by following a team of scientists to a distant moon where they encounter a terrifying alien species?
I'm trying to think of names of alien movies, like the actual series Alien 2012. Prometheus?
Is the Prometheus a disc?
Let's go. Sure. Yes.
Salient Disc, September 3rd, 2013.
I was going to guess when Mars attacks.
I want to rewatch that. That probably didn't age well, but it was so good back then.
All right, final round. Looks like Randy might have it in the bag. He's at 13, Alex at 8, Corey at 6.
I'd have to get all of them perfect.
There's that and the battle for second. So
True.
Alex, category 3, question 4. Most domestic ducks descend from what wild species in which the male has a glossy green head and white neck ring? Most domestic ducks descend from what wild species in which the male has a glossy green head and white neck ring?
Greenhead duck makes me think mallard. I'm going to go with mallard.
Is the mallard a disc?
Yeah, because of course it is.
I'm sorry, no.
Dang it.
Of course it's not.
Corey, category 3. What bird is often called a butcher bird because of its habit of impaling its prey on thorns or barbed wire? What bird is often called a butcher bird because of its habit of impaling its prey on thorns or barbed wire?
Damn it. I definitely learned this from a Facebook meme. First of all, it has to be a bird that you'd find around barbed wire or a thorn. I don't know. Sparrow.
Randy?
That would be the Shrike.
Is the shrike a disc?
Inva Discs, yeah.
I'm sorry, no, it's Innova Discs, November 14th, 2016. And your victory lap, the final question. What is the name of the critically endangered New Zealand bird that was crowned New Zealand Bird of the Century last year? What is the name of the critically endangered New Zealand bird that was crowned New Zealand Bird of the Century last year?
All right. So this shows how much of a birder I am. I feel like this was a whole thing where they voted for a bat instead of a bird. And then that has blocked out my entire thought process on birds. But whatever. There's a whole line of discs named after New Zealand birds. Ooh, I'm going to go Kia.
Alex?
I am going to go with the kiwi.
Corey?
Hyundai.
We're looking for the Poo Teki Teki.
Of course.
Yeah, nope.
Or the Great Crested Greb. The Poo Teki Teki. All right. But Randy, 15. Alex, 9. Corey, 6.
Wow, we started off strong.
We would have tied him if we were on a team, Corey.
Yeah, we need next time.
Yeah, it would have been tied, yeah. So the only other thing I just thought I'd add to, like, if we do the 9 holes is the coming soon. So we got Artemis Unchained IV, Stonykill Scramble, Ace Race at Colonial Acres, New York State, Cedar Beach. Any other events coming up? Green Mountain, Saratoga?
I don't know how far forward we're going. The Wilcox Wow is the end of September.
There's a circuit challenge at Crandall, if you're listening to this on Friday, that you'd have one day to sign up for it.
Greater Hartford Disc Golf Open in Connecticut is the 13th and 15th of September. And so is AFDO out in Rochester.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex, Corey, and congratulations, Randy, champion of the week. And sweet Oklahoma.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, guys.
That was enough time to finish making shepherd's pie from scratch, and I was wrong. Our cat's finishing it up right now.
You know what takes shepherd's pie to the next level?
Tell me.
Sweet potatoes.
I make a red wine onion gravy from scratch, and that's like the big time killer. But now I'm drinking 3/4 of a bottle of red wine because why not?
What else are you going to do with it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, make 2 more shepherd's pies.
You got to make sure it's shepherd's pie and not cottage pie.
It is, in fact, cottage pie, but no one says cottage pie.
I've never even heard of cottage pie before.
Shepherd's pie is supposed to have lamb. I didn't have lamb. It's ground beef, so it's cottage pie.
I've never made shepherd's pie either, though.
Exactly.
When I did trivia, one of the places was Irish Eyes, and the bartender there is actually from Ireland. So the big takeaway for me was the lamb meat thing.
Old English in Albany has a really good shepherd's pie, if anyone's ever feeling frisky.
How frisky.
For you, pretty frisky to drive all the way to Albany.